Hi everybody, this is Mike Gerdes from the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living, bringing you another love note with the help of Wonder Dog Yoga. Hope you've had a great day. Hey, what I want to talk to you today about is loving one another. And what I mean about that is that sometimes it's easy to say, but it's kind of hard to do. At least that's the way it seems, doesn't it? I mean, especially when we're dealing with those folks that are caught up in stuff that we don't agree with. When the people are going up, right now, as you're aware, there's a whole lot of, shall we say, different opinions on just about everything these days. Whether it's vaccines, whether it's politics, whether it's whatever it is, there's a whole bunch of different opinions. And what we could do is choose to recognize that people are going to have opinions. And if we're attached to our opinion, that means that we're not open to listen to them. Now maybe the loving thing to do would be, instead of going into instant judgment about them, would be to just listen. And even if we don't agree with their position, at least we've express the kindness of listening to them, hearing their point of view out. Now, my experience has been is that usually if somebody shares something, if I don't move into defensiveness for trying to save my position or trying to protect my position or my ideas, sometimes a discussion can ensue. However, it's very seldom can somebody give up their position, because what I find is, and looking at myself, has been true, is if I have an opinion about something, I hold on to that opinion even if the facts tell me I'm wrong. And right now there's a lot of people out there with opinions even though the facts tell them they're wrong. But they make up new facts. There's always people that'll come up with some kind of fact. There's always somebody that's going to come up with some kind of established proof of this or that. And I don't know. It's interesting. It's very interesting. We just need to be careful as to what's going into our mind, and when we're making a judgment, when we're making choices, are we making choices based upon reality with a small letter R? I mean, is it backed up by, here's a mysterious word, science? You know, we are called religious science. And we're supposed to approach spirituality in a scientific basis, and see what works and see what doesn't work. I know that even though some people have ideas about something, if presented with alternative ideas or alternative facts, they're of the same opinion still, no matter what. Now, I don't think there's any thing we can really do. Oh, I can make funny jokes about them and that kind of stuff, but that doesn't really help. And it doesn't really help them, it doesn't really help me, it doesn't really help this difficulty that we seem to have, the hostility we seem to have between groups. I think the best thing to do would be just to love them. Just consciously spend some time thinking about that individual or individuals, and sending them love, sending them blessings, sending them peace, sending them health, sending them ideas of abundance and joy and all things good, and sending them peace. Now you might say, well, that's not going to do much good. Yes, it is going to do much good. If you're listening to this, you're probably a religious science, or you're probably somebody that's been studying metaphysics or the science of mind for quite a while, and you recognize that Facts follow our consciousness. That it's out of our choice of what we think, things happen, experiences manifest. So our world is going to be exactly like we choose to see it. That's the way it's going to manifest. So let's choose to love one another. Let's choose to see love. Let's choose to see acceptance of divergent ideas. Let's know that divine mind is guiding us and directing us to the right things to do as a society and as a world. We don't have to control it. Spirit controls it and is doing a pretty good job. It has for billions of years. And I think we can allow it to control it moving forward. That doesn't mean to say we don't do our part. But remember, we're individualization of God. Just because we're individualizations of God, don't start acting like you're God. Let God be God. Let the law of mind do for us what it's supposed to do. That takes care of the how. That takes care of how this peace, this love, this joy, this world manifests. Let's just be wise about making our choices and doing what's in front of ourselves to do, what's in front of us to do. And that's always to love. That's enough for tonight. I hope you have a beautiful evening. And tomorrow you'll have Reverend Dr. Maxine sharing a love note with you. So make sure you tune in for that. Bye-bye now.